Hi there, keen traders. Currency Watch. Let's go through what we have going on. We actually have something interesting. We have the Great Britain USD, who has bounced off support right here on our entry from 165.95. And because the stacker trades have gone so slow lately, I figured I'm going to go through and explain exactly what I'm looking to do in this. In most of these pairs, in most of these moves, what we do is with this daily close on the move higher, which I'm expecting we could probably maybe get a push up to 167.50. 167.70 is the level that a lot of people are interested in, or 80 with a lot of support there. But I would expect a little bit of profit taking. But how we would normally do this is we would just look, say this is the daily close. I would be looking for a move up to the top of the a Fibonacci move to the middle, which right now this is just it's not exact science. Would be 166.73 for a pullback to put another order in and to then ride the ride the move higher. I'll have to wait for the daily close on that. So at the close, whatever the low is on this one, the low 166.01, I'll just move the order to the break-even level, which would lock in a solid 6 pips. And then we'll be taking a whole nother level of risk here, of probably 60, 70 pips, looking for a continuing move higher, but the bottom move will be locked in at break-even, and that's how we stack into the trades. There's a good chance you never even got, but actually on this move right here, I would almost rather not be triggered on the move back to the 50 fib, just because that would show that we would have continuation on the move, and because we don't really have any pips that we're locking in profit on the downside, I would like to have it all, break even at these points. I mean, I would like to see another push higher, then a chance, maybe a push up to 168.30, then a chance to get in. Then we could be playing with profits all the way across the board, looking for larger moves. And I mean, it's been a while with this pair consolidating, so let's just give you an example of a nice stacker trade, cleaner one. Here we go. This is a perfect one here. You can see we have a spike higher, then a 50 fib pullback, went long there, then you see we get a push higher, then another big spike higher, nice 50 fib pullback, go long there, and then you just keep riding in, and then you get closed out somewhere around here. And then that trade, you can see went along 1, 2, 3 times, but it locked in 1,078 pips on the move. So that's how, and at the whole time, you're limiting your risk to, the maximum risk you can have is 100 pips, and you just ride the pair higher. Let's just look for another example here. Here's a perfect one. So we get the spike higher, 50 fib pullback, spike higher, you get a 50 fib pullback again there, and then you can see you move up to the top of the range and you get closed out here on this spike down lower. And on that one, it's 186 pips. Or we can do a short one. Looks like you have an opportunity to go short at this point, and then you get a 50 fib pullback right there once again. So you get the point here. You're jumping in at the pullbacks and riding the trends and just trying to magnify. And you can see, like last year, we had a great run with these nice moves where you have trades plus 600, plus 900, plus 400. It's when you get into this tight congestion area, which happens every year for a while, you just get nothing, and you just have to limit your losses during that time. And it seems like you're not doing anything because you aren't doing anything, but there's really nothing to do where you could find an edge at that moment. You can see we have had consolidation for quite some time. Let's go through the rest of the trades. So let's look at the Swiss franc. You can see that this pair right back in the range. There's nothing to do here, right? It's just consolidating. We get a break back below the 87.85. It could be a chance to go short there. But you would be nervous because you had the 87 level right below. I mean, until we really just get a clean break in this pair, it's just consolidation, and it's very difficult to trade. Euro USD, same thing. Now, this is a little bit interesting, though, because it is breaking above this ascending trend line, or descending trend line right here, so the daily close will be key. If we can get a stick at this point, then we could see continued price action to the top side. And it might be worth an option depending how we get a close here, looking for a pullback to this trend line, which would be nice if it did coincide as the 50 fib level, and then we could look for a bounce back to the top side. The Great Britain Oz, you can see the fire setup just in that range, 179.50, 178.10, and the Great Britain JPY also ranging pretty hard between 171.60 and 170.65. Let's look at the other layouts. The ones of interest obviously are the USD JPY. We can see that this pair, boom, really just doing the most damage to the most people. Breaks of the range, blah blah blah. Looks good. That is a bearish candle, but it's such a small one. I don't know if I would have taken credence to it. Then the pair reversed right back in the middle of the range. So right now, what we'd be watching, if we extend this trend line, it comes in around right here at let's just hypothetically do it. It comes in right around here at 101.60, and we have the beginning of the resistance support zone there. So any move down to that 101.60 level could find buyers right here, right now, and then we could look for another bounce higher. But this is a pretty aggressive move lower, so we'll have to keep our eyes on that to see if maybe that's the breakdown of the trend. Great Britain JPY back in consolidation after that nice little snake move, and the Great Britain nod, as we've been saying, sitting right here at the 50 fib at 179.13 if we're looking at the bigger picture. So we'll have to see what the pair does here. If it breaks higher or lower, there could be a great opportunity to get into this cross and get some price steal some pips. All right, everybody, that's it. Figured I'd give you an early one today before the open. So the Great Britain USD, watching the stacker trade. We'll post on the daily close, which is 5 o'clock Eastern time, the setups and that. And it would be nice if we can finally stack into something after the last 3-4 months of just dull trading in the stacker pairs. Trend is the friend. That's what we're looking for. All right, adios.